This is an audio recording of SCP-4290. Object Class Keter. Special Containment Procedures. All available military assets are at the site of SCP-4290's sealing and are prepared to use any means necessary to neutralize the anomaly. MTF Alpha-1, MTF Tau-5, and MTF Nu-7 have been outfitted with an experimental paratech weaponry and are situated within SCP-4290's containment parameter. Grids of nuclear mines have been planted in the vicinity of the sealing site, prepared to detonate if Foundation assets are destroyed. The Degas Break orbital strike system has been enabled in the event of a breach past the containment perimeter. Emergency shelters for civilians and selected Foundation personnel are being prepared in the event that the containment measures fail. The probability of failure is undetermined. Description: SCP-4290 is a Class L ecological entity that was traumatically sealed approximately 10,000 years in the past. Its seal is expected to break in the next 7 days. The site of the sealing is in Qinghai Lake at the depth of 32.8 meters from the surface. It is constructed from 8 beryllium bronze totems. The totems resemble armored humans, engraved with networks of banishing runes and arranged onto the points of an 8-fold fractal pattern carved into the lakebed 20 meters wide. Bursts of red light are periodically released from its center. These have intensified in brightness over the past month. Information on SCP-4290 has been recovered from SCP-1726 and other such anomalous record sources. A translated excerpt on the entity from an unknown writer is below. The child rose its 10 mouths into the heavens, stretched wide 20 arms, and ripped the umbilical cord from the sack on its head. The warriors surged to its legs, hoping to tear those newly born limbs before they could move. But the mouths spilled torrents of darkness and dead geometries. None could flee. Reality ripped, with the warriors stretching along its folds, and the darkness crunched into their skulls with flares of scarlet. The child wheezed, dragging skeletal fingers through the dead and the land around. The fingers retracted, flames burst, then subsided, wax rained, then dissolved. Then the island, its warriors, and every soul still left melted into darkness. For 10 days the child drank it. All the world trembled. Addendum 4290-1 Repair Attempts. On February 8, 2022, televisions in Qinghai Province and outlying areas abruptly displayed images of an entity matching SCP-4290 rising over a melting skyscape, with an androgynous voice telling viewers to repair the child's locks. This has repeated in frequency, with the voice shifting to say there is little time left. Repair. Investigation led to the discovery of SCP-4290-lock. Efforts into finding means by which SCP-4290-lock could be reinforced were launched. Searches of SCP-1726 uncover incursions into the Wanderer's Library and the ruins of specific far-past civilizations found that this is not the first time the seal has needed repairs. Civilizations including the Erections, the Zai Dynasty, and the ancient Orcians have strengthened the seal with sacrificial rituals and the engraving of new runes onto the totems. The last group to perform this were the Devatis shortly before the cult was destroyed on C-270. The Foundation Department of Occult Containment arranged for the rites and engravings to be performed. A submersible containing the ritual setup and remotely operated underwater vehicles with Carving equipment descended into the center of SCP-4290-Lock on September 8, 2022. However, halfway through performance of the ritual, a red light burst, accompanied with the release of high levels of gamma radiation and heat occurred. Radiation damage caused the ROVs to accidentally damage existing ruins, and the interruption of the ritual led to only 2 cadavers and half the heart to be vanished as planned. Television broadcasts repeated later that day, the voice now stating, "The sacrifice did not reach the 10 Mas. Brace." Addendum 42902. October 15th, 2022. Defection Incident. At 1 o'clock a.m., several personnel stationed at Xinghai Lake acted against Foundation orders and fled the area. One of the involved agents, Agent Sonova Monroe's, left the following message on a piece of paper in their quarters before leaving. "Do you think we can actually stop this? No civilization before us wanted to fight the child. None of them. Hell, Zai had better attack than anything we've got, and even they were afraid. The sacrifices won't work anymore. It refuses to consume them. They aren't enough to satiate it. Once that seal breaks, we'll have a world of molten darkness, and the child will be all that's left. Drinking, eating. You're fools for saying." Activation of ways to extra-dimensional spaces was detected nearby. Tracking is not considered a priority. Addendum 42903. Sealing Updates. October 16, 2022. Seismometers have detected a series of high-energy seismic pulses radiating from directly under SCP-4290-Lock, consistent with models on the effects of dimensional distortion on terrain. Red light now encompasses the entire sealing site, and the totems are observed to be crumbling. Personnel are advised to wait and prepare. Addendum 42904. Scenario 4290 Unlock. On October 17, 2022, the totems comprising SCP-4290-Lock disintegrated. Military assets assembled at the shore of Xinghai Lake, and 10 minutes later, a 40-meter-long, emaciated humanoid organism matching descriptions of SCP-4290 phased out of the ground and onto the seabed. Orders were sent to only fire once activity was observed. Personnel waited 2 hours. After a further hour of waiting, ROVs were sent to SCP-4290, followed by an expeditionary crew equipped with Lambda model thermal hazard suits. Dozens of human corpses and hearts used in the sacrificial repair rituals rested in the entity's mouths. None have been consumed. No thermatic radiation, psi emissions, or any other signs of activity were registered. All life functions in SCP-4290 had ceased. An in-site autopsy was performed. Based on these, the entity is estimated to have died approximately 9,000 years ago. The cause of death was determined to be malnutrition. SCP-4290 had been reclassified to neutralized.